Welcome to Tinkatink Community Day. Yes, Community Day for the awesome Pokemon, in my opinion. That is Tinkatink. And I think Tinkatink all the way to Tinkatuff into Tinkaton, I believe, is a high-level Pokemon, in my opinion, in terms of design, because I think it's really cool that it carries that giant hammer, even though the Pokemon is so small. And today we have the Community Day. Community days are really awesome. I've only played one before, which is School Bunny, so today will be my second community day, and it is for Tinkatink, and I am super excited. So it's currently 2, which means that it should have started, and for this I'm going to be dropping star pieces, but most importantly is going to be megaing a Pokemon. And I think that the only Pokemon that we can mega for this is going to be Diancie, solely because Diancie will be able to get us more candies. Now it's only a level 1, I believe, but that does mean that we get catch candy bonus. It could have been a level 3, and I've been doing a lot more mega evolving, but I'm gonna stick, well, I can only choose it at level 1. So let's do the mega evolution for Diancie. That way we're going to be getting a ton more candies, or at least a few more candies, I should say. Plus Mega Diancie is just awesome in general. This is the second time that I've mega evolved it. We have 8 hours. We only need 3. So this is the very first Tinkatink that we are going to be catching today. Hopefully their catch rate is really good, because I really want to catch a lot more than I did the first time when I did this for School Bunny. And of course we're looking for that shiny, which I haven't seen yet. Okay, we have another spawn in, still no shinies, but I'm just throwing. I think I'm going to swap over to Great Balls for this, and if need be, we'll switch over to Ultra Balls as well. But at the moment, we are still at the beginning. So I think it is about time that we drop all of our consumables for the day. So first things first is we're going to want to drop an incense. 3 hours of incense. I love that we only have to drop 1 for today, and it's going to help us with our catches. The other thing that we're going to be dropping is some lucky eggs. The XP for me is incredibly important, and so I'm definitely going to want to do, let's start with 2 hours and see how much I play inside of that 2 hours. And then finally is, of course, the star pieces, where I want to definitely be taking full advantage of these star pieces. Okay, and here is the first shiny. It's 614 CP. Now this is caught in the wild, so there's no way to guarantee that it is a hundo, but we have the shiny already, so hopefully we can get a bunch more. And of course we're going to need the candies in order to evolve it today, so that we can get the move Gigaton Hammer. And there we go. This is going to be a shiny dex entry for us. Now I think it's a really cool shiny. I love that basically just its hammer changes, and of course the hammer is a cool part of the design anyway. And I actually didn't realize we were at 162 candies. I have no idea how that's the case, because you saw at the beginning when I was showing the Pokedex entry that we've only seen 3 of them. So I don't see how I'm at 162 candies, but who knows? But we have a ton of candies already, but we'll save all the evolutions till the end. Oh my god, there's so many for me to catch here. I'm really already lagging behind, so what I think I'll do is just stop. A second shiny as well. Awesome. Okay, it's a community day, so there's going to be a lot of shinies. I need to maybe get a little bit less excited, but getting shinies is always cool. I always love to see shiny Pokemon, especially those. That little animation for shiny just makes me super happy. There's another one. Maybe it's the same one that we just haven't been able to catch. Who knows? Okay, I finally found it. It finally showed up for me, the ticket. And you can see that I'm almost completely finished already with page 1, which has a whole bunch of claim tasks. I'm not sure if this is the same as it was when it was the School Bunny event, but there's actually 3 pages. I don't know that I remember there being multiple pages. There definitely might have been when it came to School Bunny, but for Tinkatink, there's definitely a lot. So I need to make 3 more great throws. So I'm going to be working on that with all of the Tinkatink that are spawning here. So let's just see if we can get those. I haven't quite worked out the distance yet, but I will get there. Okay, a little bit less. Let's see what we can do. That was a terrible throw. Okay, that was just nice. We need to get to great. Okay, there is one of them. That one ran away. That is a big shame. Okay, here's another one. Okay, buddy bounce back is useful. I've made sure to put my Turtwig bonsai on as my buddy because of the buddy bounce back, and it is super windy, so I really apologize if it's hard to hear me. The weather was lovely 2 seconds ago and then it changed, which is a big shame. Okay, there's one more great throw. We need to just make one more. And there it is. There's all 5. So let me find somewhere a little bit less windy and then we'll claim all of the rewards. Okay, I managed to find somewhere a lot less windy, so let's take a look. Okay, we got one with a background. That wasn't even a claim, that was just one that happened in the wild, so it definitely can happen. Those are terrible IVs, but let's see what we get from all of these claims. So first things first, let's get the incense and the star piece, and then we'll get the ultra balls, always useful. And now we have our 3 guaranteed encounters. Now we need each of these guaranteed encounters to be shiny because I believe that they have a guaranteed background. So let's do the first one. Is it shiny? Okay, it's not 340. I don't know what Hundo CP is. Let's have another go. Okay, it's not shiny. That is a big shame. We'll just throw the Pokeball. Okay, another one, not shiny on the third one. Okay, that is a big shame because I was hoping that we could just tick that off, but we do get one more encounter on this page. So let's grab the, no, okay, not shiny. That is so unfortunate, but it's okay. Oh, I don't think they do have guaranteed backgrounds actually. So this one has the background and then that was the one that we just got. I don't know, we did get another one with a background, and let's just see if any of the shinies, let's just go to my shiny tag, sort by recent. Okay, we're already at 4 shinies, but none of them have the background. That is my goal for today. It doesn't have to be a hundo. It would be great if it was, but I am way more interested in the background shinies. So I have a lot more to do, and we'll see what's on the next page of the research as well. I imagine that it is roughly the same thing to get more encounters. So let's just check that. We have to catch a bunch of Pokemon, use berries as well. So I'm going to work on that right now. Okay, so my shiny luck has definitely dried up for some reason, and it just started raining weirdly, but if you look over there, there's blue sky, so I think it's just one of those weird like sunshine rain showers, and I'm not quite sure about it, but it is raining, so I am currently getting wet, which is a big shame. Anyway, let's check these last few before we claim page 2 of the Tinkatink ticket. So let's catch these. As you can see, the shiny luck really has dried up at this point. I have not found one since the original 4. 4 is still good, but I wish it was more. Now let's claim our reward. So we get Ultra Balls, a TM, and some silver pineapple berries, which is pretty good. Oh, look, and now the sun's come out. So now we have 4 more encounters. Let's hope for shiny and let's hope for background. Okay, here we go, the first one. Is it gonna be shiny? No, it is not. Okay, again, I don't know what hundo is, so we'll just check that towards the end. Let's catch this one in the wild, not shiny again. Okay, the next one, is it gonna be shiny? It's not shiny, what a shame. My shiny luck is so bad at the moment. Okay, here we go. Another one. Okay, gave me an incense. Tinkatink. Okay, Tinkatink. That's awesome. I didn't know it was going to give me a Tinkatink. There we go. Not shiny, however. There we go. Caught, and the final encounter. Is not shiny again. That is such a shame. Okay, never mind. We have more to do. I think there's a couple of wild spawns, yes, and there'll be a page 3, so let's go take a look, although I assume that it's the, oh, another shiny. Okay, maybe the shiny luck is back. Let's hope this guy has a background. That would be awesome. Okay, spin 3 Pokestops or gyms, spin 5 Pokestops or gyms, and explore 1 kilometer. We can do this. So now one of the things I want to do is I want to see if I can get the photo bomb encounters to work. I think you can get 5 of them. So let's just see if I can get it to work this first time. There we go. Okay, there should be 5 interactions if that's the case. So let's get the one that we just interacted with. Okay, it wasn't shiny. We'll keep trying these throughout the next couple of hours, but I think, yeah, there's 5 encounters, which is pretty cool. We did get the Score Bunny one as well. I don't know whether there was 5, but I know that I only did 1, so we have more work to do and more to catch. Okay, so we finally finished page 3 of the Tinkatink ticket. We have everything to claim now. So another 20 Ultra Balls was useful because that's basically what I've been using the whole time. It just makes catching easier, although there have been some that have been very difficult to catch. We do get a rocket radar. I have so many of these now. I really need to start using them, but I'm kind of saving them for the rocket takeover. And then we get ourselves a free raid pass, which you can never complain about. So now we have 4 final encounters. I think one of them is going to be a Tinkertuff, so we'll see. So let's see if we can get a shiny on any of these. Please be shiny. Okay, not shiny. We are now really running out of options for these background shinies. And if not, we're going to have to get it from the wild. Please let this be a shiny with a background. Oh, wait, no. Okay, yeah, Tinkatink. I completely forgot. This is Tinkatink that we're getting. So let's just bury this because it'll probably make it easier to catch. And then we'll just do the throw. Oh, wow. It's way further away than I thought. Okay. Okay, maybe that'll get it. Let's see. And no. Okay, it didn't. Let's bury it again. This is going to be a really long throw. Buddy bounce back. I'll take that. Nice throw. Let's see. 948 in terms of CP. So I don't know whether that's hundo, but there we go. We managed to get it. And now we have the 3. This has got Gigaton Hammer as well. Is it a hundo? It's you know, it's up there. It's up there. Let's see. Register 30 Pokemon from Paldea. So also a medal, which is great. And now we have our final encounter. Please let this one be shiny, because if it's not shiny, then I have to get it in the wild. Here we go. 10,000 XP. That should be doubled because we have the lucky egg. Yep, 20,000 XP. Perfect. Final encounter, and it's not shiny. Okay, that is such a shame that we didn't get any shinies from the ticket. That means that if we are going to get the backgrounds, we need to get them from the wild. It can be done. I already have one that was caught in the wild, but as you can see, I want this background with the shiny Tinkatink. So I have more work to do. Okay, we are nearly 1 hour into the event, and I wanted to do a quick update. I came to the park because the spawns here are just generally better. Although this is just one spawn, but I've had a ton of catches and I've just been rushing through them, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to run out of Ultra Balls and Great Balls before I finish. So that's a bit of a shame, but let's do a quick check on where we are. So if I do Tink, here we're at 280 catches, so that's pretty good. Now, if I go to shinies, you can see 15 shinies so far, and I think that's the most shinies I've ever caught in a day, so I'm really happy with that. But none have the background yet, so more to do. Okay, we are into the last hour and we have 45 minutes left of this community day. I'll be honest, my phone is now lagging. I am now lagging. And at this point, I have done so many catches that I think it's time to do a review. Oh, look, a tiny one. That's kind of cool. Time to do a review. So let's get these last few, and then I will show you really what I managed to get. Oh, and a huge one. Okay, that's kind of crazy. Here's the deal. I ran out of Ultra Balls. I ran out of Great Balls. Now I'm using Pokeballs, and everything has slowed down massively in terms of catch rate. So functionally, I think it's time to bring this community day to an end. Did I have a good time? Yes, I had a great time. If we just look here, I'm at 3,466,000 Stardust. I think I started closer to 3 million. So I've made almost 500,000 Stardust today. And I also made a ton of XP. I made it somewhat of the way through level 52, which I'm super happy about. I also found some great spawn locations in this local area, which is not where I normally play. I came back this weekend to see my family because I live in a different country. And this area is therefore not as known to me as where I live. So to find some great spawn locations is good for the future when I'm playing here. Now, the shiny rates have been great for this event, in my opinion, and I think I also performed a little bit better than I did on School Bunny Community Day. I didn't really know what I was going for on School Bunny Community Day. It was brand new to me, but today I felt like I had a much better grasp on what I needed to do. So if we do Tink and a 0, 699 Tinkatink, which is actually very frustrating. So let me catch this one and then we can stop at 700 and that way I can be pretty happy with my results. Okay, there we go. Now we've caught 700 Tinkatink today. Let's look at the shinies. So Tink and shiny, we managed to get 27 shinies. So 27 shinies out of 700 catches is really not too bad. But the main reason, to some degree, why you might want to do a ton of catches today is because Tinkatink does have at least some use in PvP, especially for a new player like me that doesn't have a ton of Pokemon. And the one that I'm really targeting is the Ultra League. And for the Ultra League, the best IVs to go for is 13, 15, 15. If I do Tink and Favorite, you can see that I have already gone through a ton of my catches, and I've narrowed down to these 6 that I want to do the upgrade for in order to get Gigaton Hammer. And you can see that one of them has been labeled UL for Ultra League. This is the Pokemon Tinkatuff. This Tinkatuff has the closest IVs to what I needed and need for the Ultra League. I was looking for 13, 15, 15, and this Tinkatuff, I believe, has 12, 15, 15, which is pretty damn close. So I've labeled this one for Ultra League because it's the closest that I've got, and what I want to do is do the evolution, and I want to evolve all of the 6 that I favorited because I want to make sure that I have a large enough resource of the specific Pokemon. So we're going to do all of those evolutions. So there we go. There is our Tinkaton with the 12, 15, 15 IVs, which will be used in the Ultra League if and when I ever get in to PvP. Now, if we go back, we have some others, and one of them is shiny. If you look at the IVs for this shiny, you can see that it's somewhat there. Unfortunately, all of the IVs for the shinies that I got really weren't very good, but this one is probably the best in terms of its use in the Master League. And I also want to see the shiny dex entries for Tinkatuff and Tinkaton. So let's do the evolution here. Okay, that looks awesome. I really like Tinkatuff and this line I really like the shiny version of this line. I think it's really cool. And then we have the shiny dex entry. And then finally, let's do the next evolution so that we can see Tinkaton in its shiny form, which I haven't seen yet. Look at that. Look at that Pokemon. That looks awesome. I really think this is a great shiny in my personal opinion. I think the hammer looks cool. I think in general, it just is a cool Pokemon. And that hammer difference with the shiny is really cool. So that one's been favorited. And then we do have some others, but I won't set you through the evolution stages for all of them. But we're going to have these 6. I will, however, do a bunch of appraises. You can see this one, 98%. You can see this one is kind of the other way around. This is a 96%. This is the one that we just evolved. This one here is a 0, 15, 14. So we'll see if that one potentially has any use in the Master League as well. This one here is the 12, 15, 15 that will be used in the Ultra League. And then we have this one here, which is a 14, 15, 15, another 98%. So these are the 6 that I'm really going to keep. In terms of XL candies, we've got 312, so enough to max out one of these to level 50, and then 4,861 candies. I really think that the Mega Diancie was doing a ton of work here. Look at that, 700 bonus candies, and it's still only level 1 as a Mega. So in general, this was an awesome community day. I'm going to continue to do catches, just walking around my local area if I can find the energy. We have about 30 minutes left, so I might be able to get another 50 or so catches done. But for the video and for my energy levels, this community day is finished. I had a great time, really enjoyed this one, and to do 700 catches minimum is a great number. So that was Tinkatink Community Day, my second community day ever, and this one was really fun. I really enjoyed it. To get these 27 shinies is really awesome. To get an Ultra League useful Tinkatink is also awesome. So yeah, that was community day. If you liked the video, make sure to like and subscribe for more. There's more videos in the pipeline coming out very soon. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye. Bye.